Thunderdome Live is presented by Texas Cheer Liquor. Live from San Antonio, Mike Taylor.
Well, it's an unorthodox week because it's an unorthodox time. Cool news is I'm actually in the room with everybody. Weird thing is we're doing back-to-back shows for the first time, and this is the first week we started doing 2 shows in a week, and the pressure's on. Now we have to come up with content twice a damn week. It is Thunderdome Live presented by Texas Cheer Liquor. My name is Mike. I am the host along with the biggest Puma, AKA Samuel Ladon Freese, who's recovering in the corner. We've got DJ LG is in the room, who produces this thing, who has spent all day doing other jobs and working, and it's been a long week, and we've been hanging out and making people get up early and making sure I was on time for client meetings and making sure I was on time for radio shows and sit-downs with bosses and eavesdropping on other colleagues and hanging out with friends, and it is what it is, and here we go. This is my last night in Texas for about 30 days. I'll be back in a month. I said this earlier on my Instagram post, I thought every time I started coming home that it would get easier, and honestly, it only gets harder to come home because of you guys. And here we are, it's Thunderdome Live. And we just be running Mexican girls in here all week long. Tonight, our special guest is Madam Cassie. Madam Cassie has a long-time affiliation with me and the radio show we do on iHeart. And not only is Madam Cassie, well, I'll just say Madam Cassie is the official curandera of this thing. Are you guys good with us making her the official curandera of our television show?
Only seems appropriate.
Okay, I know you were raised Christian. You were raised very Christian, like, y'all get your hymnals out.
Okay.
We're gonna ring in the sheaves.
My Southern Baptist turned pseudo-Calvinist upbringing aside,
You know Jesus had blue eyes. That's been
blue
documented.
eyes, blonde hair.
That's been documented.
Yeah.
Sandy blonde.
Yeah, he looked like a prototype. No, the dalliances with the black arts, religious upbringing aside, like that's something that even the current day atheist in me doesn't necessarily like. I don't have to believe in it to know that I don't need to be involved in it.
When he found out you were coming in, he legitimately was like, ugh. And he's an atheist. Right? He's an atheist.
But
now, hang on. See, like if I brought up, well, I'm going to have a local preacher come in from so and such Bible church, you'd be like, fuck that asshole. Why are we bringing him in? Hey, you fucking idiot. Might as well just go bring in Mickey Mouse. It's all the same. Might as well just go to Disneyland.
I would feel a whole lot better about talking to the preacher about his theology and what it's based in versus the effects I've seen you have from the radio show on certain NBA players and their ability to perform or much less stay healthy. That's more my concern. It's what I've seen this be capable of versus what I've seen the other be capable of.
We have not summoned you in a long time.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. And I just feel like I don't want to use you very often. I think we just need to keep that for when we really are serious. But with me being here this week, I just thought I would reach out and ask you to come in and just kind of maybe bless the show.
Yeah.
God knows we need to be blessed in any ways possible, you know, and bless the room. And if you'd be cool with that, just put some good spirit in here.
Yeah.
Some good universe in here.
I can do that for you.
I don't know what I am. He gets on me because I tell him I'm agnostic. That's what I am.
Yeah.
He's like, that's the lazy man's atheist.
And I have to that's a line. Like the first time I heard that was from an episode of Community.
Okay.
And I just immediately, I was like, agnostic, lazy man, say, okay, that's absolutely perfect, because it nails it perfectly. It nails it perfectly.
No,
like just
no,
don't
agnostic,
toe the line. Don't be like, hey, I don't think there's anything, but if there is, save me. Like,
you're just as arrogant as the Christians.
No question.
Because
yes,
you
I
claim
was
to
raised
know
like-
the truth
it's
too.
the same
and you
arrogance I
don't.
had when I was throughout my childhood. Yes, 100%.
You don't. I have the balls to admit that I don't know.
Oh, so let's give you credit for admitting, you know what? I don't really believe in anything, but I also admit that I don't know that I'm right.
I also don't think that
That's such a Gen X view on
no
religion.
offense to you, Cassie, but very few religions and beliefs that we have on the earth, I believe, are legitimate. I'm not saying you're not. I wouldn't have you in here. I've seen. I'm saying
Again,
we don't
my
know.
concern, I've seen.
We don't know. You know, the Earth is the size of one grain of sand on the fucking Sahara.
And it's 6,000 years old, and don't debate that or argue it.
Well, that's not true. but the point
The Creation Evidence
how
Museum in Glen Rose told me different.
how on earth would we know? Now, I support religions that support peace and harmony and don't infiltrate peace and aren't all about money and don't want to judge me and pass laws to discriminate against my kid. Those are the bad religions. I'm fine with it. If your religion makes you a happy person and it brings out the best in you as a human being, go for it. I'm absolutely for religious rights. As long as they don't persecute any other human being, judge anybody else, we're good.
Oh, the principles I learned growing up religious absolutely made me a better person and turned me into who I am. There's as much as I joke now, I would not want to change anything.
It warped you into being behave.
It
scared you to behave.
It taught me a foundation of principles that I still stand on today.
Very good. You've already offended her, by the way, calling her stuff the black arts or whatever.
I'm telling you, that's a straight suburbia, Texas, Southern Baptist.
I'm fine with the black arts.
You listen to that Marilyn Manson and practicing the black arts. That's
I don't practice the
90s
Marilyn
fear
Manson stuff.
tactics. Yeah.
All right, what do you practice?
I use it for good. I mean, you can use it for good, you can use it for
David
bad.
West
I
would
mean,
beg
I
to
use it
differ.
for good for you.
We should tell that
for
story.
you,
Please.
for you. I did
Okay.
it good for you and
Thank
for the
you.
Spurs.
Right. Well,
that's what we wanted.
Let me set this up, and then we'll
Yeah.
talk more about what you do and what we're going to do tonight. So years ago, I was told about you, and I'm like, oh God. Well, fuck it. It'll be a cool radio bit. We'll kill 10 minutes. I'm always looking to kill time.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to disrespect it or anything, so let's bring it on in and everything. And so what we did was I decided to put a curse on David West, who at the time was playing for the New Orleans Hornets. I think they were the Hornets. I lose track of who the hell plays in New Orleans. It was the Hornets.
Yeah, it was
And we were in a really hard series with them. All right. And first of all, I thought, okay, to bring what Cassie's going to do for an athlete seems silly to put that into sports because sports don't seem to matter in the grand scheme of the spirit world, but alas, they do. Certainly around here, because God knows it's a religion here.
It is.
The Spurs, and so we wanted to curse David West. You came in, and we had these little monitos, right?
Yes.
Dolls, and she's like, "This is going to represent a player for the Hornets. Let's get rid of David West." I was just doing a gag, doing a bit.
Well, and the fact that you chose David West, David West was absolutely, I mean, he was an all-star at the time.
Strategy behind it.
He was a great, but he was also just, he was the Karl Malone to Chris Paul at that point.
Yeah, that team had Paige
he put up a
Stojakovic.
bunch
They were
of
good.
points that he didn't create that were created by a much better player at point guard
Well, at this
than
point
him.
in the series, David West was hurting the cause. He was
Yeah.
a pain in the ass, and they were struggling. The Spurs were in danger. In this series, I just chose David West, who, crazy enough, wound up playing for the Spurs later on in his career, which is pretty funny. And then she's like, well, you have to choose the spot. Well, let's just go with back. That night, was it Robert Horry? No, it couldn't have been Horry. Maybe Kurt Thomas. Somebody. David West is in the paint defending, or trying. He was actually the Hornets had the ball, and he was in the paint trying to back somebody down, and that might have been Kurt Thomas, TCU's own, and Kurt Thomas elbows him in the back, he collapses in a heap, and he was done.
He collapses in a heap, like he had just been poked in the back by a needle, as if he was a little doll.
Cassie, this is my reaction. That, and it was at the AT&T Center. So I'm sitting there at Media Row, just, are you fucking kidding me? Holy shit! No. I had guys from the station with me. Back when we covered the Spurs every night with a whole crew of reporters. No. No. And I was almost rooting for David West to be okay. And he was not. He was fine. He played the game, but he had back spasms, and he was a non-factor the rest of the series, and the Spurs won the damn series in 7 games. It's unbelievable. We even had people going to the airport giving a mal ojo. Like the airplane. Their airplane. Like when the Hornets plane would come in, there were Thunderdomers who would go to the airport, wait for the plane, and go. And give them the stank eye. And then we had what you did, and it fucking worked. And I'm not going to say that I'm a member of your church, but I'm damn sure not going to question it. So thanks for coming in.
No problem.
That's the Madam Cassie backstory. Okay, so how the hell what do you call what you do?
Well, when you use, for what we're going to do today, since I'm not bringing voodoo dolls because we obviously see what happens, it's called Santos. And what you use is every candle represents a saint, but every saint you pray to that saint for certain things. Yeah. Like for you want protection for the show. Well, you'll light this candle and you're going to light it for protection. It's the Virgin de San Juan. Okay. But the white candle is just a good candle, and you can put whatever you want, like good intentions for the show. Okay. When you light that one, I'm going to have you think about it and light it. So that's basically what this is, the Santos. Okay, cool. And so we've stuck to that. Okay. We haven't played with
good vibes and good energy. Yeah. Okay, what do I need? Just light it?
Yeah, that's all you're going to have to do.
We have a lighter?
You have a lighter?
That's what we have here.
Why does everybody look at me? I do indeed have a lighter, coincidentally.
I was pretending to ask a bunch of smokers if they had a lighter. Maybe like a clicker or something.
So for this one...
Wow, that's a kick-ass tattoo.
Thank you. It's my Cure tattoo.
Oh, it's a Cure reference.
Yeah, it's the Friday I'm in Love cassette single.
That's how you got in girls' pants in the 80s. Just pretend. Oh, I fucking love the Cure. You do? Oh, fuck yeah.
Sing them love songs.
You're looking up lyrics? Love them. Anyway.
Okay, so when you light this one, I want you to think about protection, like keep evil away from the show, so that way, basically, people giving you ojo. Okay. So that's what you're going to light.
This is from people giving me ojo.
Yeah, the show. And because, everyone...
Very few people have the balls to give me ojo where I can hear it or see it, but I know they're out there.
They're out there.
They just don't have the guts to do it.
Yeah, they're out there. So
right, Puma.
Elliot has a good point. Send some of that ojo to Kawhi while you're at it.
You know what? I've let that go.
You're done with it?
He is what he is. We all know what he means. Has he played it all for them this year? God. Worth of shit?
He hasn't even played.
Okay. Do I need to hold it?
Does he want you to?
Oh, okay. Let me get that one. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see. Cassie being the television producer that she is. Okay. I don't need to say anything. Just
think it. Just think good, pure thoughts. What you want, protection from evil, and
if we get 50 grand in endorsements over the next 30 days, on what you're going to convert.
I'm converting. I will absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. And you can just.
We'll just put it here for now.
Yeah.
Don't let me knock it over.
I'll try not to knock
Please do not burn down. We almost burned down his house last night trying to cook a pizza.
We did.
Do not burn his house down.
We got inebriated.
Trying to bless this.
At about 11 o'clock last night. Hey, man, you want to make a pizza? Fuck yeah. Put the pizza in the oven. Literally, I heard him say, I'm going to go put the pizza. And all of a sudden, we look up and then it was burning because he had a bunch of old shit in the stove. He's like, dude, you have to clean you have to wipe it out.
It was fire.
And it lit a bunch of old ass food on fire. We had a good time.
That pizza was delicious, though.
No, the pizza. The results were not affected whatsoever. Yeah.
Okay. This is the all white candle.
That one. You're gonna what you want what you want to happen to the show.
Oh wow. Okay.
So what you want. It's that white.
Do I need to say it?
No, you don't have to say it. You can just light it.
Can I say it?
You can say it. Whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I think there's some really good men in this room that deserve prosperity, and I want to bring the universe and good vibes into our room. We don't ask to be millionaires, but we'd love for our show to take off and maybe give us some walk around money if possible, right? Yeah. Okay. It's okay to ask for money.
Yes.
Not even just money, just satisfaction in what you do. Just
wealth in general,
peace in who you are as a person, and we'll take the wealth, not just in general, but yes, in general too.
light that candle.
Okay.
Okay. And then you
Okay.
just keep the candles burning and light them during the show, and just
Okay.
Oh, okay. So we have every show now. We're lighting the candles. Yeah, please.
We're gonna need a longer lighter.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, we're
soon
gonna need the stick thingy, and
Yeah.
probably put those somewhere safer, right, LG? Not right here behind me, where it can totally light the whole thing on fire.
Yeah, probably.
We'll keep it here just for tonight. Okay, how's
I
that?
feel
That sound
like
pretty cool?
we need to. Yeah,
Looks
we
good
need
with a
to
lamp.
find-
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, it's Thunderdome Live, presented by Texas Cheer Liquor. We already have a title sponsor, which we're
Nice.
super stoked about. If you wanted to donate a couple of bucks to us, you can go to buymeacoffee.com. There's a link to it on our screen that LG always puts up. Feel free to tip the show. I mean, we have day jobs, but anything we make here primarily will go right back into production and keep us motivated to do it. What we need to start doing is we need content. We're content creators and we're influencers. And I just felt like, since we started this venture, and I'm doing it with two guys that are top 5 for me, I wanted to bring you in and, have some good vibes in here. So thank you, man. I appreciate that
No
very much.
problem.
Okay, so you got influence doing this from your parents?
it was my grandma on my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
She would burn candles, and I always just wondered like why, and then she would explain.
Yeah.
Like each candle represents something different, and then after that I just started reading on different things, like different parts of it, like even like the voodoo part, because you start when you're younger, you're interested in different religions. I was raised Catholic, so that's
Me
what
too.
I was, straight and narrow Catholic. And even when I was at church, it wasn't comfortable. It didn't feel right. I'm not saying I don't believe in God, I do. It's just we all have our different ways of believing in God.
Okay, come on. You're like, okay, this is bullshit. I'm out of here.
Well,
Okay, I'm just kidding.
the getting up and kneeling, yeah, that was bullshit. That was bullshit. No offense to Catholics, but it just wasn't for me. So
Understood. And if it's not for you, then you need to be
you need to find where
woman
you
enough to
fit.
say this is not my thing.
Yeah, you need
And
to
go
find your
on.
fit.
Yeah. Thus, the agnostic support you.
Yeah, I was about to say. I can already feel what he's building.
Stop trailing me. Stop following my trail.
No,
Don't call
you're
me.
good. Keep it up.
Okay, he's good at knowing my trails now. All right, so when I was a little boy, I was raised mostly by my grandmother, and she was bisexual, Catholic, socialist. I didn't know those all went together, but apparently they did in the 80s at my grandma's house.
There used to be a day where that was called a moderate Republican.
A moderate Republican.
Like just all closeted.
Who
but
built F-16s for Republican-backed General
that's
Dynamics.
your ass.
So she would go down to Mexico and she would bring back potions in bottles, and she would take it and like sprinkle it on my sheets, just with her fingertips,
Yeah.
not soak it, And then every once in a while, periodically, I would find stuff under my bed. She'd put the bottle under the bed. One time I found a sandwich bag that had my chopped off locks of hair. She must have come and cut my hair in the night while I was asleep, put it in a bag with a tooth that I had lost when I was a little bitty kid, and buried it in the backyard. And I found it because my buddies and I, we wanted to recreate a golf tournament in my backyard. And it's the only kid in the body out there recreating the Masters.
Yeah, I was about to say, come on, Sevi, what are we?
Ben Crenshaw, baby, that was my guy, and Nick Faldo, that was my guy too. So we took knives and we literally made 18 holes in the backyard, and I found 2 different stashes that were buried in the ground of these sandwich bags with my hair and teeth in the motherfuckers. Then I found animal bones and animal teeth, and it wasn't an old pet that had died. She had put that there. What does that mean? Does that mean anything to you?
I mean, it could be different things, because a lot of times, like when they say you would rub an egg on you to get rid of ojo, you would bury
Wait,
it.
hold on, stop there. What?
You would do a prayer that's basically sana sana.
Different kind of
Guaritarana.
egg, you nasty bastard.
No, we just talked about el huevo,
El huevo.
El huevo.
El huevo.
El huevo.
Okay.
I'm
Don't-
trying.
You don't have to
We're
go.
getting better. Well, see, that's...
You don't have to go
That's,
ha.
okay,
That's
see,
what
where-
my people
that's
do.
where it
I go
starts.
ha.
Look, this
don't
is
go
a
ha.
white
No
guy
ha.
trying to a tip.
No ha in Mexican.
So I will just go
Huevo.
with, we talked about the cartel leader, the egg.
El huevo. Yeah.
The egg.
He's been arrested.
And like that would, how does that, so maybe, what's the connection? Like, what are you doing with the egg? And
Well, you do a cleanse, or it's like a limpias. where they do cleansing and they pray over you to get rid of any ojo that people have given you. Like,
Okay.
and so you rub the egg, and then some people would you crack the egg, and then you could see what the yolk looks like, and
Yeah.
depending on the yolk, that's
Right.
it takes away the evil spirit.
Okay.
And then you can bury that in the backyard.
Very good.
And so what she was probably doing with your hair and everything, she was probably either doing protection on you, or she was like she felt like someone gave you ojo, and she was trying to remove that.
Oh, can you imagine how much ojo this dude got growing up? Let's all be honest. Like, come on. Like,
There's probably more bags back there.
yeah. It was for protective purposes, is what she was doing.
I'm guessing it was for the other thing you said, for protection.
Probably.
Not to say there wasn't the ojo.
No, I'm protection.
She was old
because of
school,
the ojo.
old school lady, old school, old Mexico Catholics,
Yeah.
and I was the only boy. I was the oldest, and they were sexist. The women were sexist because you always treated the boys so well.
Yeah.
You know, I've had relationships in my adult life where they're like, "Wow, you must have just been treated like a prince, or as spoiled as you are."
Like a king.
El Rey. No, they just told me, look, mijo, you can do anything you want. You're a boy. You're our firstborn son. We crown you. We knight thee. You know, it was silly, old school shit.
Yeah.
But it's probably for protection, you know.
Yeah.
So she always told me, you know.
Yeah, and the oils, I mean, that's the same thing she was probably just doing for protection. You can go to any, like, little botanica in San Antonio,
Right.
and you can find, there's one that I usually go to that's on the south side, and you walk in, they have candles for everything. They have all the incense you need, anything
Yeah.
you need.
Wow.
You can go up to her and be like, hey, I want to do this. And they'll be like, okay, you need this, you need this, you need this, and then there you go.
Okay, very good. All right, you want to stick around a little longer, just hang with us a bit?
Yeah, I can
Okay,
hang.
yeah, Cassie's not this weird, I must go now. The night beckons
No,
me.
as
I must get in
someone-
my sarcophagus and go to sleep.
As
She's
someone
very cool
who
and
grew
chill.
up where the suburbs met the sticks, like I love hearing about the. Like,
See, you're fine.
yeah, no, like
You're
I
good.
Well, I mean, I'm always. That's the thing about being an atheist. You can just say like I want to learn about every religion just for educational purposes.
Yeah.
Like it's like I burying teeth and hair and rubbing eggs. Like it's news to me. Like I'm curious. It's like I'm back in history class here.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not all of Mexico. That's just certain things, certain
Yeah.
people. Most Catholics don't do that shit. My
No.
grandma just mixed in. I'll tell you that I did find she had a bunch of potions that were up on the cabinet above the fridge, and I of course had to climb up there and check them out. One of them did say exorcizado. And I thought, what the fuck is that? Does that say that's that's a reference to an exorcism? You know, it must have been. So she had some curse shit up there too.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know what she's probably
There's
sprinkling that
potion.
in
Got some curse shit.
the bitch
up on
neighbor
there.
across the street. She's like flicking that shit, flicking that shit.
like the salt guy.
Yeah, she was very superstitious too. Are you superstitious?
I can be.
My grandma believed that if a butterfly landed on you, that meant you were about to come into wealth.
Yeah, just
You
like
heard
with
that
the with the ladybug, it's supposed to be good luck too when a ladybug lands on you.
And a butterfly, right? Okay, maybe it was ladybug. It's been 35 years ago or more. Okay, cool. All right. It's also brought to you by JM Pool and Spa. See, we're doing good.
You're doing
JM Pool
good.
and Spa is a really kick-ass place. They're Super Poodle Thunderdome. George Martinez from the Valley came up here about 20 years ago and started JM Pool and Spa. And they do pools and they do spas and they treat them too. Summer's around the corner. You guys have a pool? I don't either. Y'all don't have a pool either. You should put a big ass pool up in the middle of that ghetto. That'd be so
Don't think
badass.
I haven't
so
considered
badass.
putting a redneck hot tub in the back.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna just
Hell
put a
yeah.
cattle trough back there.
Right,
when we
yeah.
get in.
LG, when are you going to get a little something put back there? A little trough?
Yeah, you were just saying everyone in your neighborhood has a pool or a hot tub.
It'd make it more sellable.
When I get some money.
Well, okay.
Well?
Okay, loveyouhardtv.com is our website. Subscribe and like to us and give us a tip on buymeacoffee.com and help provide the LG Builds a Pool Fund. It'd make the house hell of a lot more valuable when it comes time to sell it. All right, so thank you to JM Pool and Spa. Good dudes, Poodle Thunderdome. They service pools, and if I ever got one, God knows I would not want to go through the ass of having to clean the thing, and so I would call Jorge. It's on your mind, big boy. We got 20 minutes.
No, I'm curious to hear just more of the like what's something as far as that's a regular routine of yours or something you conduct that I would have no idea about. Like you were talking about, like talking about burying teeth or like something in that vein. Because this is like, I mean, anything you tell me is new to me.
No bullshit. Most people hear what you do and automatically go to the negative. That's why I called it the black arts,
Yeah.
the dark arts.
100%.
You think
Because
it's
that's what I
evil,
was
and it's
conditioned.
not. Most of it is
not.
absolutely
Yeah.
not evil. It's just
Yeah.
it's just a different type of spirituality.
Yeah, it's how
and it
you
comes
use
off
it.
as like sorcery and witchcraft. In some cases, it may be, and it creeps people out that believe that a dude 2,500 years ago rose from the dead after being crucified on the cross and saved all of our sins. But somehow what you're doing is evil. You know,
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
believe
that's
what
a
you did.
clear difference. I mean,
I don't want to offend. By the way, I'm not trying to offend Christians. I'm agnostic. I welcome
You're
all.
not trying to offend.
Bring on everybody.
You're not trying to offend young Dolph's family. You're just asking questions.
Right, and I
Yeah.
also would put my knowledge of many religions up against just about any layman that thinks they're a certain way and would get on me, because I've read up on a lot of these things. In college, I studied a lot of religions. I went through a Christian phase.
In college, when I played basketball at a Methodist university, I had to take a history of the New Testament course.
Oh my God.
Mandate. Oh, wait.
I went to a state school, bud.
You
We
say,
studied
oh
it
my
all.
God. I say, I walked in there and knew I had an A at minimum.
Oh,
because of my upbringing. I walked in there and be like, what, y'all are just learning that it was a canon of like 20 dudes that, like 20, that decided what was in the Bible? Come on.
Right.
Like,
At North Texas, we studied the Upanishads. We studied the Quran. I took a religious studies course, and that was like every other chapter was a new religion. Hinduism, Buddhism. If I were going to be a religious man and I was told you must commit to one, I think I would be Buddhist. Just because it has more of an outward, all-encompassing spiritual view. It's mostly about peace and chilling. They have no time for bullshit. There's no judgment. You're not going to go to hell. No one's going to burn you in a lake of fire. There's no river Styx. There's no punishment. I vibe on that. I can't believe that there's a God that wants to punish you if you don't bow down to him. That sounds Trumpian to me, and I just refuse.
Yeah,
to,
read
I don't
some
want to.
Bukowski.
I don't want to believe that God is that way.
you don't want to believe God's an asshole.
Yeah, God's not an asshole, and
Correct.
and we always, of course, God's always a he. And notice there were no chicks in the house. It was just God and His Son Jesus, and Mary had to be chosen to have him. God didn't have a wife,
She was a virgin.
and she was a virgin.
Hey, minor
A
detail.
miraculous miracle.
Huge detail.
I guarantee you, Joseph hit that shit, and that's how he got there.
Let's not
Anyway.
Let's get back to the black arts of the...
I'm kidding. Come on. No. Every time we get a donation, it dings. It hasn't dinged in 5 minutes. Oh, damn it. We ran them all. All right. So, why this? Why does it intrigue you? Why do you dig it? Why do you vibe with it?
I don't know. I think it's something that I was just drawn to. Like, it's just something that I had always like read up on. Like even when I was younger and I was at Catholic school, like I would read up on it. And like, of course it didn't make my dad happy because, Mexican Catholic, and he did not believe it. But his mom, would burn candles. But
Right.
he saw me, he thought I was taking it the other way, and he didn't realize I was just reading everything.
That's an interesting point because Catholics love to burn candles because
Yeah.
it's symbolic of stuff. Why can't we bury bones in the yard to be symbolic? Why is that weird versus light the candle? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I've always been, and like the first time I actually did mess with like a voodoo doll was when I went to New Orleans. I went to New Orleans with my parents. They were in Amway. So of course I was just roaming around doing whatever.
Wow.
And I ended up buying a voodoo doll, and like me and my friends were just messing with it, and there was a teacher we did not like.
Yeah.
Like we did not like the teacher at all.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, let's just use it on him.
Right.
And we used it, and then that teacher, honest to God, or whatever you believe, he
Yeah.
did not show up the next 2 days at school.
Wow.
We had subs. And so after that, I was like, I'm gonna look into this a little bit more and not use it for this.
Right,
But I mean,
right.
he was sick. He did have but
Yeah.
it was still was that me
Yeah.
or was that something else?
Any guilt about what we did to David West?
A little. A little.
How do you reconcile that?
Well, with me,
Putting curses on men that really didn't deserve them at the time. So we can win basketball games.
Well, I have protection. Like I burn protection candles. I have
cool.
I carry around like gemstones. I sage my house. Like I do that at least once a month just to like ward off the evil and just pure. That's usually what I do. I just try and do that way.
That's so badass. Hey, I wanted to get a quick before we go. Cassie brought me this. It's like a loteria game piece, right?
What's it say at the bottom?
La bandera, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. I need readers.
Yeah, man.
That is an LGBTQ plus flag that emphasizes the transgender flag.
Hell yeah.
Cool, huh?
Very
A local
fucking
Mexicano
cool.
artist in San Antonio made this, and she went and bought me one. Oh, here we have more souvenir. You give me this, dude? So, Madam Cassie's husband, this is the real reason why I love you. No, I'm kidding. Happens to be a massive Pearl Jam fan like me. That's cool.
Oh,
Look
hell
at that.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. And Titus, your husband, what a great name, Titus.
It's a
Of
power
course,
name.
she married a dude called Titus. And is a huge Pearl Jam fan and plays in bands. How many bands have you played in, dude, in town?
Like 5 or 6.
5 or 6. And for people that listen to the radio show, tank ticket number 4, Hutch, Titus plays in a band with him now.
Oh, shit.
It's the same band.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
I've seen y'all put your shit out. Yeah, no, y'all fucking sound good. Real fucking good. With Hutch, lead singer.
Yeah.
Fuck, okay, yeah.
It's a lot of fucks in one sentence.
There's a lot of...
Have you recovered? Am I allowed to talk about what happened right before we went on the air?
You mean when I ate shit in that
I
hallway?
wanted to make sure you were okay. How are you doing? Let me see your elbow, dude.
Well, look, here's the
You
deal.
scared me, man. You're a giant
How
man.
bad's the elbow?
It's fine.
Okay, we're
It's
good.
got a nick.
No, we're good.
Puma bit it because he was running late because he's out there getting one last
All
cigarette.
right.
And we're like, dude, 10 seconds. And he comes booking around the corner and just bit shit. I hear, oh, man. And
No,
it was in the same voice, you know, the come on now, Spiders. It was the same voice.
Look, when,
And I looked down.
when
I saw you laying down, face down. And I thought, oh my God. What? And what am I gonna do? Help you outweigh me by 100 pounds? And we were on the air in like 15 seconds. I'm like, he fell.
I had timed it out
I'm like,
perfectly.
LG.
It was timed out perfectly.
I'm like, LG,
No.
go, get that up. We gotta do a show. I mean, so are
Yeah.
you okay?
Well,
Puma bit it. It scared me.
I'm happy to report.
I'm glad you didn't see it, Steph. I saw it. It was. I was like, I don't like this. I'm scared. I'm so scared.
So,
you okay?
So we're going out afterwards. So I'm wearing these like super slick bottom boots.
You're not used to wearing decent clothes.
That's not 100% correct. I will not argue that fact whatsoever. And I'm running because you were accurate. I was smoking a heater right before we went on air, but I had it timed out perfectly where I had 10 seconds to get to the chair from the point I turned the corner here in the house. As soon as I turned that corner, my feet slid right out from under me. And it was...
You're okay.
It was very... It was very just giant falling. Like I rode it out for about half the turn, and then as soon as I tried to shift, it was.
You guys see the
down.
movie The Birdcage?
Yeah.
Robin Williams. Have you seen The Birdcage?
Yes. What comparison?
There's this scene
What,
where the gay housekeeper
Yep.
who's not used to wearing shoes because he's always barefoot.
Correct.
He's from Guatemala.
Correct.
I can do the accent because my mother, she's from Mexico, so I can do this.
Sounds like you in the hellscape,
Yeah.
always barefoot. Yep.
Yeah, except I'm used to it. There's a scene where he has to put decent shoes on because someone's coming, a senator's coming over to visit the family, and they're trying to put this nice presentation on, so they have the housemaid usually is in a thong and nothing else.
Yeah.
And so they make the dude wear a tuxedo so he can answer the door. You know, he's trying to shake his accent. Come in.
They bring him out of his element. is what
Right,
happens.
and they put him in decent shoes, and he's like, I can't do it. And he's like trying to walk in decent shoes, and he's so used to wearing flip flops or nothing. That reminded me of that because you're not used to wearing decent shoes.
That's what comes to your mind. That's what
Yeah.
pops to the front of your mind.
Yeah, I think his
is
name was
a
Agador.
Birdcage reference.
Agador,
Yeah.
Agador.
Like the prom
Oh.
kids that go down the stairs, you know, that have like.
Oh yeah,
their
just
top
okay,
shoes.
yeah. No, oh my
Not used to
god.
wearing good
That's
shoes.
exactly
Yeah,
what
they were in a
okay.
prom-
That's
What do I do with these rituals?
That's what
Yeah.
happened. That's what happened. These size 14s tried to run around the
Yeah.
corner like I was running a 400 rounding.
You
like,
wore cowboy boots though, right? As a kid, you
Uh,
have
yeah, no,
heel,
I had- I
heel
had-
boots.
So the Christmas I had, I asked for boots. I got boots every year for Christmas from my grandparents. And the
Justin
year,
Warehouse in Fort Worth.
you bet your ass.
Bet your ass.
Snakeskin, homie. Snakeskin. Give me those. On 3/16 day, on the Texas Rattlesnake Day, March 16th, I wore rattlesnake skin boots all growing up.
Bet your ass.
The year, yeah, you bet your ass. The year that I asked my grandparents to buy me signature Jordan basketball shoes instead of
Papa didn't know what the hell
Justin
that. What did you just say
it
to me?
was the beginning of a pendulum shift.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of a change in the way that I would also take credit that bridged generational differences and gaps that
Yeah.
it broke my grandma's heart to pay $150 for a pair of Jordan shoes.
But
She
Justin's
would
no
literally say,
problem.
"Your boots are gonna last you 3 years, Samuel. These shoes are gonna wear out in 6 months.
These are stupid.
These are stupid. This is a terrible investment." Do you really like it? Yeah. It was a defining moment
she
of
bought
my
'em.
childhood. You bet your ass.
Because
she
you're a
did.
spoiled ass little rich kid.
No,
who
because-
pretends he was poor.
Because my grandparents scrounged money every year to buy me boots.
Oh, how about that?
And then, even though it broke their heart to ask for basketball shoes, they decided to make the shift.
You know, I know that feeling. I don't. We'll get out of here soon. I promise we'd go short tonight. I got shit to do, and I got a flight in the morning at 6.
No sleep.
My mama would go to great lengths to get me good shit. Grandma Becky, as much fun as we have with her on our shows, my mother asked me one time, "Hey," I'm like, "Mom, I think I'm gonna go on. I think I'm gonna get called up to varsity because I've been practicing with him the last 2 days, and I was embarrassed of my glove. I had a piece of shit plastic glove from Kmart." And she's like, "Well, what do the Rangers use?" I'm like, "Okay." I'm not gonna just go get me something decent from, like, you know, there was Oshman. Remember Oshman Sporting Goods?
My little brother lost a $20 bill in Oshman's when he was probably 12 years old. Actually, no, I know he was 10 years old. I was 14, and we were
Yeah.
going. I went to get I wanted the brand new Jason Kidd rookie jersey from the Mavs, and they were out. And so I settled for a Grant Hill jersey that I still have.
Oh, cool.
From that same friend.
All right, cool.
Oshman's is a staple.
Right.
Like when you make that reference, yeah, it hits.
So she's like, I'm like, just go to Oshman's.
That's how I know the story is true.
Get a $35 glove. Don't go. See, no. What do the Rangers use? What was it? Who was my favorite Ranger at the time? This is like 90, 91, and I guess my favorite Ranger at 90, 91 probably would have been, God, I don't remember.
That's tough.
Some infielder, because I played infield. So I told her, they used the Wilson A2000 XLs. She's like, okay. I'm like, okay, whatever. She's a sweetheart. Within a week, I had a used, but it was nice and broken in, so I could I didn't have to break it in. A Wilson A2000 XL. Was it stolen? Let's not ask that question. How the hell did she figure that out? I don't know, but that reminded me of that story of parents doing whatever the hell they can to make shit happen. Mike Taylor, second base, had the best damn glove on the team, and the lowest. I brought down the socioeconomic levels of that team about $50,000 a year.
Was Scott Coolball missing a mid? Maybe, possibly,
Maybe,
potentially.
maybe Scott Coolball was missing a bit. He had 10 more. He's on the
Yeah, no,
Rangers.
he's gonna be provided another. He's fine. You'll be fine.
All right, where y'all going? Tell everybody exactly where you're going and what time you'll get there. And how long
we
you'll
will
be there,
be
where you'll be
leaving
sitting
here,
when you do.
and we will be going to either Burleson Beer Yard
for real,
or
say it.
Tucker's or a Moraterno or Francis Bogsides or Tony's
He's lying.
or Charity Bar or Dakota or
That about rounds it out.
one of those 7 or 8. We'll be
good.
there in a little
You
bit.
handled that well.
Thank you.
And where they're going, none of them he just listed. All right, let's get out of here with some messages to support Thunderdome, supporting us. Thank you, Thunderdome, for all your support. Once again, man, we have some of the same people that always give us tips. It's weird that I take tips from my viewers. That's strange to me, and it seems weird. But fuck it, if you can tip a barista, might as well. The official Chicago policeman of the Taylor Show bought 3 coffees.
Good dude.
SAT bought a
Get
coffee.
back to SA.
Yeah, he and I are both texpats, and it sucks. LG's Thunderbone bought 3 coffees.
Thunderbone.
Someone bought 5 coffees. Annie G bought 3. Someone bought 5 more. Loving the show. No Kabas Juju from Madam Cassie. Oh, they want you to bless the Cowboys. They're beyond blessing.
Yeah, don't waste
Let's not
your time.
waste her energy.
Don't waste we'll call you in when the Spurs are in contention again.
Bernard Trefan from California. Greetings from the BTE and the BIP have officially become a Thunderdome OG VIP. Yes, he has. Bernard's girlfriend is going to pick me up here at this house at 4 o'clock in the morning and take me to the airport. What
Send
the
in
fuck
your
is that?
strength. Send in our strength.
We may
to
not have the.
Bernard.
Are there stations with higher ratings? Yes. Are there hosts that make more money? Yeah. Are there YouTube pages, YouTube shows that have 1 million viewers? Yeah. How many people show up at 4 o'clock? And I begged her not to do this, and she won't take no for an answer because they're on. How many people show up at 4 o'clock in the morning to some dude's home where he stands, take him to the airport to give him so he doesn't have to pay $30 for an Uber? And you should not be sending money. You should let me give you guys money for picking me up.
While she's working a day job
Dude.
of helping the local community at the food bank.
Right.
Like,
Yeah. I'm just going to call her out because she's doing this. Laura Burris of the food bank is going to pick me up. You know who Laura is? She's a big player at the food bank. You know the food bank.
Yeah.
And that place, man, I can't say enough about that place and what they've done, especially during the freeze. And
During the
pandemic,
freeze, during the pandemic,
my God.
during normal times.
Honest to God, the entire fucking staff at the food bank should get a Pulitzer or something, or some sort of Nobel Peace Prize. Pulitzer, Nobel, whatever. Thank you, Laura, for coming. Thank you, Bernard. Luis Hernandez, 3 coffees. Keep the show rolling. Don't quit. Panther Shap 3 bought 3. Great show tonight. You mentioned all the Fort Worth suburbs, but Cleburne and White Settlement. He just wanted me to say that because damn it, dude.
We are eliminating Cleburne and White Settlement references from everything from here on forth.
Thank you, everybody who has supported our show. Continue to watch it and like it. You don't have to watch it live. All counts the same if they subscribe.
We've also
to it.
got some super chats in here, or at least
Okay, read me some.
Eddie the Great. That's all he put. Eddie the Great.
Okay.
He just donated $2 in the super chat.
Okay, now how does the super chat work versus this buy me a coffee?
This one's for YouTube. It's built into YouTube. But
Okay.
You can get it when you're back home on your computer. It'll just pop up on your screen.
Okay, the super chat. All right, so they're able to get up there to the top and get their chats in quicker.
That's right.
Pretty much. Okay, cool. Right on. I appreciate that. You can also buy merch on our website. This dude, this is my man, LG. I'm just sitting here shooting the shit, and they put my name on it. LG puts all this stuff together. He works his ass off. Most of the stuff we get goes right back into production. I mean, look at our room. It's cool. We can shoot a really great porn in here, or record a really cool record. We can record records in here. It's a good bit.
Or both simultaneously.
Or both. Yeah, no, there's no reason you can't record a record while people are boinking for money.
Yeah.
Multitasking. Multi-content creating at the same time. I mean, who does that? A band records a record, we shoot a porno. Right?
You're an innovator.
Dude.
Let's discuss
No one
this
does
off
that.
screen so no one steals the idea.
I mean, you millennials are all about fusion and hybrid. I mean,
Okay.
let's bring our two loves together.
Millennials are about trying to find ways to make money.
Okay, right back to, oh, woe was me. I've got nothing.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
I
I've got
just
no
want
chance.
I'm just ready for the episode to end so I can
Okay,
get my
okay.
orange
I know.
and my little Debbie snack
I
and my
understand.
Capri Sun and
Yes.
my participation.
And take
trophy.
your entitled ass on the town.
After we
and
finish
be
our
careful.
episode.
Be careful walking around tonight.
After we finish our episode on a medium that was created by a millennial. Please.
Right, yes. Please go bitch
Yes.
about millennials on the medium that was created by millennials. He loves to say
Kurt,
that.
I'll call you back, damn it.
All right, Kurt, stop calling. Do you need to go home and get your sneakers on? I don't want that happens in public. You could get hurt.
Oh, no.
That asphalt.
Pick one of those 8 bars to come see me bust ass on a slick surface in public instead of
All right.
in LG's
Okay.
hallway.
Dance into
No
that.
bullshit. I won't see you in the flesh again for 30 more days. That's better than 4 or 5 months. I'll be back in a month. So this will be it. When you get up out of here, I said this earlier, it gets harder, not easier coming home.
It's still real to me, damn
It is real to me, damn it. So I'll see you boys in about a month, but we'll do another show. Tuesday I'll be in the Hellscape. We'll get back to normal. He can rearrange his room. He had to do all this rearranging to make this shit work. Thank you, Cassie, for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you very
pleasure
much.
to meet you.
You know, I don't give a shit what anybody believes. The fact that you would take the time out of your night to come down here on a work night and just do some good shit. Another example. What? Who does that? What shows have that going? Thank you. That's it.
No problem. No problem.
I've learned it always shocks me and it always humbles me, even though people think I'm super arrogant, which I mostly am. But this is the stuff I'm like, phew. And awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, that's it. We're done. I need sleep. I'm getting or more beer. One
I
of the
need
two.
ice on my hip.
Are you seriously okay?
I mean, it doesn't feel good.
Wow, man.
No, I ate shit.
you
The
kinda
definition of eating shit.
You have to carry it
hard.
With a mason jar full of rosé in my hands.
Barely spilled.
I
to
barely,
his
thank
credit.
you, thank you.
And he went full Mexican too. He went full
Yeah.
Mexican. He kept the hand in the air when he filmed.
That's why my elbow literally hurts because I extended to try to save the wine.
Love you hard. We'll see you on Tuesday. Appreciate everybody. Love you hard. Peace out. Mañana, actually Tuesday. Love you. See you Tuesday.
Thunderdome Live is presented by Texas Cheer Liquor.
Come back, you puppy!